What's up? It's Ella, and today this is Bookmas Day 3. So today I'm gonna be telling y'all or showing y'all how I annotate my books. I have only annotated a couple books in the year I've been reading, but I have stuff to annotate. I just don't annotate as much as I would like to. So yeah. Anyway. Jumping into things, this is the book I'm going to be kind of using to showcase because obviously I have tabbed quite a bit of it. That's quite a bit for me. Yeah, it's definitely not my most tabbed book, but it's one of them. As you guys can tell, I liked this book. So first thing I do is I got like a 12 pack of these, but of these like sticky note tab things. I got them last year for Christmas. You can get them on like Amazon, but they're just like little post-its, little like post-it flags. If you've seen people annotate their books, I'm sure you've seen these. But I have a 12 pack of these. So what I do is I kind of just, and this one doesn't match this book super great, but I generally pull them off and everything. I don't plan on annotating this book. I just picked this one out because I have a couple colors similar, and I'm just using it for a bookmark. Not annotating this book though. But yeah, I just try and pick some colors and then like move them around to like, so I'll have like 3 or 4 on here or something like that. Yeah. And then I kind of just go from there. But yeah, I just pick them. Sorry, I'm trying to. Okay. I don't know where that book went, but I have another book I was gonna showcase. Don't know where it went. But yeah. So then, sometimes I annotate. Like, I don't usually come up with a key before reading the book. I usually come up with it while I'm reading. So this one. Okay. So I just kind of put like quotes and things to remember. Sorry, my mom is texting me. Quotes and things to remember. There are gray tabs and red tabs in here. The red tabs are spice. They are spicy scenes or spicy chapters. Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, and it got to a point where like some books, especially if there's a lot of smut, I'm not gonna go through and tab every single smutty or spicy thing. But yeah, and usually I go through with I like to use erasable pens, so I just use like black erasable pens. I use the Pilot Friction. Yeah, and then yeah, as you can see, the gray comes from like right there, and then the red is right there. Yeah, so these are all quotes, and then here's like spice. If there's something that like super stands out, I'll highlight it, but I don't highlight very often. Trying to find, I think this one. Nope, that is not one. I know there's one in this book that I highlighted. Oh, and then sometimes too, if there's like words like in a different language, I'll translate them in Google Translate, and then I'll write it in the book. I'll write the translation in the book. So that one, I believe it's like Italian or something, but I wrote the translation, so that way I know what it means, because that way I don't have to like translate it every single time I read it, because that would be a lot. I could have sworn there was. Did I just press it? No, I didn't. Yeah, and then sometimes I'll just write random notes, like that one. I need someone like that. So I'll just write random stuff in my books. But honestly, I kind of love it. It adds character to my books. It adds personalization. I love it. Yeah. So that's kind of a quickie tutorial on how I annotate. Usually I do try to match my highlighters and stuff to my book as well. The only thing I really don't color coordinate is my pen, because I would just use a black pen. But yeah. So sometimes a big spice scenes and whatnot. Sometimes they'll just be quotes. I usually don't do emotions and stuff. If it's something that like really makes me feel, like if I start just bawling my eyes out or something, and it's not like the entire book, yeah, I will definitely add some emotion. But usually it's just like quotes I like to remember, spicy scenes, that kind of thing. Yeah, I definitely want to explore different ways of annotating, so it'll be interesting to see how my annotations and stuff change over time. I haven't annotated a book in quite a bit. It's been probably like 6 months. It's been a minute. But yeah, so there's a quick little tutorial on how I annotate. So pretty simple, pretty quick. Sometimes I'll just take photos of things if I don't have my annotation stuff with me. I'll just take a photo and then I will just go back to it later. Yeah. So anyway, that's all. I will see you all tomorrow for Bookmas Day 4. Okay. Bye, besties.